New skaters, I've got some moves for you, so I'm going to put all my safety gear on and come back. So I'm fully kitted up, but I haven't got my skates on yet. I'm going to show you a couple of moves just to help you get more used to moving in all this stuff and to help you be more aware of your feet. So when you roller skate, it's all about where the weight is on your foot. So all we're going to do is just rock forward onto our toes and back onto the heel. Now feel what your upper body's doing. See how I'm when my weight goes back, I'm kind of counteracting leaning forwards and vice versa. When we're roller skating, you do not want to feel the weight slip to the back of your heels like this, because it pretty much always ends badly. So you want to have the weight towards the ball of your foot and your knee over your toe, like this. Now, if you want to be a bit further forward, you absolutely can. Hinge from the hips and keep your back straight. So you're there. That way, you're also a bit closer to the ground. Should the wobbles happen, you can get nice and low. Another one we're going to do is just to help you swing the leg from the back to the front. So I'm going to stand like this. I find my arms out really helps me balance. And I'm going to tap my foot at the front. Then I'm going to move it to the back, nice and slow and nice and close to the other foot. Because if you imagine you've got a big heavy skate on and you're swinging your leg, it's going to really throw your balance off. So you want to keep your legs nice and close. Now, when you roller skate, we tend to not do this because it's almost opening your hip if you put your toe down. So you want your heels in line and your toes slightly to the side, like that. So nice and close, tap, 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 and both sides. So when you practice going up on one foot, you're going to have the foot nice and close and just lift. Always keep the legs nice and close together just to control it. I want your leg out and swinging and the skate weight throwing you off. Right, and it's also really important transferring your weight from foot to foot. So another one we can do is here, transfer. Now you see how I'm in sort of skating stance here, my knees over my toe. Let's put our skates on. So I'm going to assume you're just sort of going up and down somewhere nice and slow, be it in your hallway, in a garage, up and down outside. Rather than crashing into the wall or a fence, you can do a little turn. So when you get near the end, I'm going to bring this shoulder round and just leave that leg behind and do just a little spinny turn. Not really a turn, so don't panic. When you get to the rink and you get a bit more confident and you get a bit faster, this isn't something you can use. You can only do this at slow speeds. So I'm going to bring this shoulder round and it's going to start to turn my body and just open that hip. Let's do it again. I'm going to lean on the inside of this foot, which is these inside two wheels, so the big toe. Bring this shoulder round and open that hip. Shoulder round, open the hip. Inside edge. Now, if you've got sticky wheels, mine are slightly slippy, so I'm slipping as I turn. But if you've got sticky wheels, you may find that they catch a little bit more and you're going to have to push on that inside edge a bit more. Now, if you do this, you lean on the big toe and the little toe. So big toe for inside, little toe for outside. And your wheels aren't flexing, you might just need to adjust those. But obviously I have a video on that as well, so I'll link that for you. If you're going up and down a small space, there's another move we can do, and it's called a stagger. So that basically means that we're giving ourselves a wider base like this. And you can do it either way round, so whichever way feels most comfortable, like that. So before you do this, because what we're going to do is we're going to kind of swap staggers whilst we're rolling. So if you just get used to standing still, you can hold on to something if you want to. Just swapping your feet. Now when you're in a stagger position, you tend to have most of your weight on the back leg. So now I'm on my right leg and now I'm on my left. And this front one is quite light. So most of my weight, like 70% of my weight, is on this back leg. Okay, let's try the move. First of all, we're just going to get into that stagger position here like this. Just pick whichever one feels the most comfortable. Ideally, you need to be able to do this both ways, but just go with what feels comfortable at the moment. Now, when you start to feel comfortable, you can swap the stagger. So the next thing you're going to learn, or one of the things you may have already tried, is a bubble, which uses the inside edges here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 1 foot bubble. So the weight, the leg that's at the back is going to come to the front. So I'm going to put my weight to the front foot and then bring it round like that. And that's giving you the idea of a bubble as well. So get back up to speed. Weights on the back here because it's a stagger. Now I'm going to swap to the front so I can bring this one forwards. There. Now the more comfortable you get with this, you can put more weight on that inside edge, and that will keep you moving because you can get momentum from that inside edge. So I'm going to push down into the floor when I bring that leg through on my big toe. So once this starts to feel nice, you can get a bit of a sway with it and actually feel like you're skating. So I'm going to bring my arm and my leg, my arm and my leg. So this is nice, it just gets you used to getting a little bit of coordination with the arms and legs going. Now, like we did before with that turn, you can take that in a round as well. Here, and then once I'm here, I'm going to turn my arms, but keep my feet the same. And it's going to start pushing me in a circle. So I'm going to lean on my little toe here. So I'm swapping, swapping. With my left one in front, I'm then going to turn my arms. So you can start to get a little rhythm. So right leg in front and then round. So when I get my left leg, I'm going to turn my arms into my circle. Bring my right leg round, swap, swap. So this time it's when my right leg's in front, turn my arms into the circle, left foot round, swap, swap. So very quickly it gives you a lovely feeling of a fluid skating movement. Keep practicing it, it's going to feel more and more natural. New skaters often ask me how often they should practice, and it's hard to say because obviously life gets in the way, but little and often is best because then you're not making your feet sore, your muscles sore. But whatever you can do is fine. But what I will say is don't skate for too long. So if your body is telling you that you're worn out, that you're tired, stop, because that's when bad things happen. I'm Katie, which is Skatie, and I'll see you next time.